Oh, Jesus. I tried so hard to stay away from this one. I tried to. I tried to reach DMC 5 without this happening. I really did. Oh, who am I kidding? Yeah, DMC. It happened. You know, it happened. It happened, and you know, it's kind of like history. You know, you can't ignore things in history that happened, you know, because how else do you learn from it, right? I mean, DMC, I still kind of sit here, though, going, what were they thinking? Like, what was Ninja Theory really thinking with this? Because, you know, I mean, Capcom greenlighted it. I mean, it's not like Capcom was like, oh, we don't care what you do with it. No, Capcom greenlighted this whole thing. You know, they were like cool with what Ninja Theory was going to do with this and whatnot. So it just kind of baffles me. It's like, Capcom, you heard the fans for years and years, you know, hey, DMC 5, want to know what happens next, you know, after, you know, 4 with Nero and everything and Dante. And then this happened. Yeah, so let's take a look back at DMC. Good Lord, that was loud. DMC. Yeah. Yeah. Heaven and hell. Yeah. Because I can remember seeing this trailer and so many of us were like, at this point we were like, what is this?
64432B. Psycho evaluation treatment. Day 13.
I mean,
resume.
The setting looks good.
What is your name?
And then right about here is where we kind of started to get the idea of, wait, is this yeah, it was right around here that we were like, is this Devil May Cry?
I will ask you again.
But then we were like, who's this guy? And then we were like, this isn't a reboot, is it? You know, we were just, as progressively, you know, as we progressed in the trailer, we were like, no. No. I mean, the thing is, like I said, the setting looks fine. It really did.
My name is Dante.
But then it's like, then it's just, it's just like, no, you're not. No, you most certainly are not. No, you're not. And like I said, the setting was fine. Like everybody can agree, like, okay, you know, the setting and the atmosphere and the demon designs and all of that stuff, all of that was fine. Like, personally, if this had just been a completely new character to insert into the DMC Devil May Cry, you know, lore and franchise, you know, the proper timeline, everybody probably would have been fine with it, you know, as a tie-in between 4 from this to 5, if that was what they were going to go with. You know, everybody would have been perfectly fine with that. Or at least I'm fairly confident it would have been. Because, you know, it's not like, you know, in DMC we don't hate new characters. Lord, they did Nero and V coming up and, you know, Trish back in the day and Lady and Virgil. I mean, they've introduced new characters before. And nobody really had a problem with them, except maybe Lucia, but, you know, she's just kind of forgettable. But, like, I'm like, Capcom, I look back on it and I'm like, Capcom, what were you thinking? Like, seriously, what were you thinking, bro? What were you thinking with this? And everybody says the same thing, you know, it's like, the gameplay was okay. The story was okay. The lack of a lock-on feature was just weird. And, you know, and the graphics were fine. And the music was really great. Like, the music was good. You know, it had a great soundtrack to it. It was everything else. The fact that they tried to make it a Devil May Cry reboot. And the fact that the Virgil in this was just, it was a stupid Virgil. And Cat was just a completely forgettable character. And Mundus looked like Kurt Angle for some reason. I'm not really sure what they were going for with that. But the idea was fine. So why couldn't it have just been its own thing, you know, instead of just being a Devil May Cry, you know? But, you know, like they say, you know, those who fail to learn from history are doomed to repeat it. And judging by the year that Capcom is having right now, I think they've learned their lesson from history. So that's it. We have covered DMC 1 through 4, this thing, and yeah. So from here, it's straight ahead into DMC 5, baby. Oh, my body is ready. I'll see y'all tomorrow for Devil May Cry 5. Y'all have a thrifty Thursday? Yeah. You have a thrifty Thursday, baby.